around if you were mine, girl. I'm just playing. I got a girl, so y'all can just calm down and relax. Calm down and relax, baby. But we're here for episode 10 of the Swift programming and SwiftUI interface UI framework. We're here to learn it. Here to learn it well. Deep dive with the I don't know. I thought I had a rhyme for it, but I didn't. Okay, guys, so episode 10, we're going to get started shortly. A few things, housekeeping as per the usual intro. So here on this stream is where we do a deep dive into Swift, the programming language, and subsequently SwiftUI, which is a framework of the Swift programming language for building interfaces for Apple's platforms: Mac OS, iOS, iPad OS, Watch OS, Vision OS, TV OS, Yo Mama OS. No, I'm playing. No, but that's what we're going to do. And then after the fact, once we're done there, we'll be nowhere near finished. So after that, we're going to get into some app design, because I actually just formed an LLC for the application that we're going to build on this, not this specific stream, but in another playlist that I will create, but it'll be the same account. So if you're watching this on X, make sure you follow along. If you want to be a developer and you like what you see and you want to learn along and you like what you hear, hey man, find a way to contact me. And by the time this app is done, or maybe it won't even be done yet, but maybe you could work for me. How about that? Huh? How about that? I think that would be so cool. That really is an ambition of mine. Well, I shouldn't say ambition. It's a desire of mine. I think it would just be so neat to say that I help somebody learn how to program through teaching myself to program. Or, well, rather, using the Big Nerd Guide. That's the book that we're using. So what am I doing? Let me get set up here. Okay, so this is where we left off yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday was tough. I was not rested yesterday. I was feeling, well, I mean, I felt like myself, but I just felt like a lesser version of myself. But today, we're going to get a good session in today, because I'm coming for that ass today. So, pause. But yeah, so let's get, I want to get some coffee up here. Get some coffee up here, because I know at some point I'm going to hit that wall, and I'm not trying to deal with that today. I just don't want to do it. Plus, I love their coffee. Now, I've been trying to drink less coffee. I'm just stalling, y'all, so give me a second. Just relax. Okay, I want you to get set up. What are you doing over there? Get set up. Get your notes out. Okay? Go get some water. Go pee. Drop a deuce. Okay? Cancel all your meetings for the next 3 hours. If you're going to be here, you're going to work. Okay? So, you got stuff to do too. Okay, so let's see here. Einstein Bros Bagels. If you don't have an Einstein Bros Bagels in your neck of the woods, I'm sorry, because it's fantastic. So wherever you get your bagels currently, just know that there's a place out there that makes those bagels taste like stale bread. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, let me turn down the AC and then we're gonna get started. Well, maybe just relax. Give me a second. Bend and snap, bend and snap. things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. Gotta let you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, guys. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Warm them up. Warm them up. Where's my blanket? It's cold as fuck. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh, why is this guy got his fucking guns out trying to show me up? Yes, brother. That's the game, baby. It's for the female audience. Gotta show a little skin, you know. You think these broads are just... I mean, it's not like they want to learn Swift. No, I'm playing. Actually, oddly, I feel like there's... This is completely anecdotal, not backed up by any stats, but I feel like just anecdotally, I would say I see a lot more female iOS devs than any other. I mean, maybe web dev, but they're generally older. Not that it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying. In my experience. That's one of the best things I love, though. I'm so grateful for the experience that I got to get, because you know, in 10 years working for a software service company who, you know, we had an in-house product, we had clients all over the country, so I would travel, go train them on the system, you know, all that. So you get to see a lot of different organizations, and most of our customers were mom and pop, kind of not like tiny, but I'll say because we're talking food manufacturers, so they're gonna, like, minimally they're gonna have like a big ass facility with lots of machinations and machinery. Some even went as far as like automatons, robotics. You know, it's pretty crazy, pretty cool. But you know, I'll have to clean up those videos. I would like to show those. That would be cool for people to see. But anyway, yeah, it just seemed like there's more females. But yeah, it's cold. I had to turn it up to 70. Once it warms up, you know, I'll show a little skin again. But no, actually, I'm gonna work out after the fact, so that's why I'm wearing this. But okay, so let me find my center. We will focus. We will achieve. We will become masters of our craft. Never forget the most important currency in this world. It ain't power. It ain't influence. No, it's not money. Nope. It's not even sexual prowess. I know a lot of people think, you know, sex runs the world. It might be. That's a good guess, but it's not true. Skills run the world. Skills, and by virtue of that, knowledge. You understand? That is the craftsman's currency. And this is the only way you sharpen it. Staring at a screen. No, I'm playing. But you get what I'm saying. Hours in. And that's what we're going to do. So let's get to it. So then, we left off. We got mollywopped by this freaking gold challenge. I had to dip into the Oracle again. You know, guys, what I'm realizing is one of the things, so I've talked about it before. I'll say it again real quick. I came from, like, I know SQL really well, but I would bet that watching this stream and learning along with me, although it might be very painful, partially because of my singing and my jokes, bad as they may be, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is, it's literally painful because I just don't know a whole lot, comparatively. Like, if you go, like, everyone's probably heard of the Primogen, right? Like, if you go watch him, I mean, you might wonder what you're watching initially just because he's so fast. Like, and it's awesome. But it's also very advanced. Like, you're not... The entertainment factor is high. The relatability factor and the actual, like, retention rate is very low. Then again, it's entertainment. It's not meant to be an instructional. So in fairness to him, I will say, like, he puts out free courses. He has a few on front-end masters. Those are good. So don't get it twisted. The man can teach. I'm just saying, oftentimes people kind of conflate and they'll expect a certain something, and they're like, God damn, this is painful. Yeah, it's going to be painful. Even if you go do it alone, it's going to be painful. So it's your call. I'm just saying that what you're going to see on this stream is somebody actually learning to program, not somebody that's looking at a new language and relating it to something that they've already done and then trying to relay that to you and just deciding if they like the syntax or not of the new language. But in reality, they have no intention of using the language that they're reviewing. Again, no shade, but that's, hey man, I would know. I spent the last year fucking watching every programming video on YouTube because it's fun. So there is an entertainment factor, but just make sure that you understand that's what you're getting into here. This is where it actually happens. And we're going to use the language to build something afterwards, a real thing. Yeah, so we're going to grind it out. This isn't like a whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, now the second thing that I wanted to say on top of that I noticed, I did write a decent amount of Golang. Go, the programming language, the Google programming language, if you're not familiar. So I do have some experience with it, but those were mostly back-end AWS style, Lambda functions, or just server-side, I call them just routines, basically. They're programs that do things to data, which I guess you could say that's all programs. But there was no interface per se. It was more of a, probably closer to automation, where, the only interaction that you might have with it is either restarting it or giving it a new set of starting variables, but otherwise it's just programs that would just sit on the server and run and expect certain things, and when they get the things they expect, they do certain things and send it somewhere else, that kind of stuff. Now, that being said, Go was it's very simple. I mean, all the features, we're 195 pages in on an 800-page book, and it seems like so far, not necessarily a bad thing again, but Swift is like very, I'll say robust. I don't want to call it complicated yet. I don't think it's complicated. They've just been new concepts. And so if you find that this is, maybe it's too much, just understand that we're going through this book, we're learning it in depth because that's how I prefer to learn things, just so you can really understand the capabilities of a tool. So it's almost like first pass, you go through it just to get capabilities understood. And then maybe second pass, or you just start building a thing, and then you start to really build the kind of muscle memory and the what we would refer to as, first-hand knowledge of something. Anyway, yeah, Go is very simple. You could probably fit 2 pages on Go in 195 pages. There's not nearly as many concepts to explain. But again, you don't get a lot of the niceties. But anyway, that's just something that you should understand, because if this is your first exposure to any programming language, then just know that if you find that you would like to have something simple and maybe work your way up, that's a great approach. And I would recommend Go or something like V or even Zig. Something real simple but still has some safety to kind of make things easier on you. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go and actually get started. I can stall no longer. Dictionaries, hot dog. Man, we're getting in there. Chapter 8 introduces you to Swift's array type. Yep. The array type is a useful collection when the order of the elements in the collection is important. The array type is a useful collection when the order of the elements. Oh, right, okay. But order is not always important. Sometimes you simply want to hold onto a set of information in a container and then retrieve the information as needed. Yes, that is what dictionaries are for. Okay, so sometimes you want to simply hold on to a set of information in a container. We'll read on, but in my head, I'm thinking, I wonder if maybe it's faster because arrays are keeping track of some kind of sequence, and dictionaries just let you throw something in a bucket. I don't know, but to me, I'm thinking immediately, my first thought is, if there's no performance gain, why would I opt for a dictionary? Because arrays have an obvious use here, maintaining the order of the elements. Okay, so a dictionary is a collection type that organizes its content by key value pairs. KB. The keys in a dictionary map. Wait. The keys. That reads weird to me. The keys in a dictionary map onto values. That's better. Okay. The keys in a dictionary map onto values. The keys in a dictionary map onto values. And if you've never seen that, like what they're talking about, it's basically, you can just think of it like JSON. Like you've probably seen something like this, like key. Oops. Key. What is somebody pranking me? What's going on? Literally like this, key value. So this would be like the name of the thing, maybe a variable, something like that. Or it might correspond to a field in your database. And so this thing in between the squiggles, this would just be an object that can be passed around when you make an HTTP call. And like I said, this might map to a database field, and this would be whatever the user gives you on that particular request. But that's when they talk about a key value pair, that's literally what they mean. So just the key would be the name of something, could be anything. This is generally up to the discretion of the developer or the whoever's API that you're using. You know what I mean? So somebody somewhere is naming it. It's not like there's a standard key name. For some things, maybe, but generally it's application specific. So when you say key value pair, this is what's being referred to. Okay. A dictionary is a collection type that organizes its contents by, we read that, the key, yep, we read that. Okay. A key is like the ticket you give to the attendant at a coat check. You hand your ticket over, and the attendant uses it to find your coat. Yeah. Similarly, you give a key to an instance of the dictionary type. Similarly, you give a key to the instance and it returns to you the value associated with that key. Yeah, okay, so again, my interjections are for me to understand where I might apply something like this. And I kind of said this before with tuples, but this is actually a better application of it. Because I guess tuples could include maybe a part of it. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so that's cool. So you can have like a promo. Like you could, if you made a dictionary called promos, right? And for every date, like maybe, I don't know, maybe let's just say your discount day for the product that you sell, like just something fun you do for your customers every month on the 17th. You run like a promo or something like that. Or maybe every day of the month, you give like a random percentage off. Something like that, right? Where it can vary, but it's also isolated month by month. So if you think about it, if you had a dictionary, January, February, March, so those would be your keys. Yeah, those would be your keys. And then you could have a corresponding percentage rate. And then your code, you could say, you know, based off the date. So go grab the system date. It would see that it's April 24th. It goes and looks in the dictionary. It goes and finds April. And then it sees that you have, 8% off. And then that's what they would get. That kind of a thing. So, okay. So, yeah. I can certainly see direct applicability here with a number of things. Price books come to mind too for enterprise customers, any kind of pricing hierarchy. Yeah, okay, or an attribute system. The keys in a dictionary must be unique. This requirement means that every key will uniquely map onto its value. To continue the coat check metaphor, a coat check might have several. Where'd you go? Okay. A coat check might have several navy blue coats. So long as each coat has its own ticket, you can be sure that the attendant will be able to find your navy blue coat when you return with your ticket. In this chapter, you will see how to create and initialize a dictionary, loop through dictionaries, access and modify dictionaries via their keys. Cool. You will also learn more about keys and how they work, especially as they pertain to Swift. Last, you will see how to create arrays out of your dictionary's keys and values. Yeah, and so often, like this, again, I want to make the distinction here because they often don't say it, but it's actually really important. I mean, like, anytime they're talking about record keeping, all of that stuff's going to have to be pulled. I mean, if it's going to persist from session to session, because anything that we're learning right now, just remember, we're not, unless they explicitly say it, anytime they talk about persistence or immutability, meaning we can't change it, all of that is all of that is said with the understanding that that's within the confines of the app running at a given moment. All of that stuff gets blown away though if you, for example, were to, you swipe up on your phone and do the force kill. All this stuff would get blown away. So anything that you're talking about loading into your application, if you want it to persist session to session, it's going to have to be stored somewhere on disk, like on your phone's drive somewhere. And then when you start the app, anything that is a dictionary or anything that needs to be referenced and is mutable, in this case, it would load into memory. So load your dictionaries into memory from disk. And then if you change them, modify on disk, save it, reload it, that kind of a thing. But just so that's understood, because they kind of threw me earlier when they were talking that way. I think that was like 2 episodes ago. Okay, creating a dictionary. The general syntax to create a Swift dictionary is var dict dictionary key value. Oy. This code creates a mutable instance of the dictionary type called dict. The declarations for what types the dictionary's keys and values accept are inside the angle brackets. The declarations for what types the dictionary... Oh, okay, much like an optional. Interesting. So you can have types on both. The values stored in a dictionary can be of any type. Oh, the values stored in a dictionary. Just like the values in an array. The only type requirement for keys in a Swift dictionary is that the type must be hashable. Hashable. Yeah, I wouldn't know what do you want, Marvin? God damn it. Oracle. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Keep the conversation going. ChatGPT now has memory across chats. What it... Memory across chats? I don't want it. I definitely don't want that. Allow always show code. Memory to understand what chat GPT remembers or teaches something new, just chat with it. What? No. Good God, no. No. That's ridiculous. No, it's not, but I don't want that. And the reason is, if you don't know much about how these, why do they let you link? Man, god dang. Okay, well, none of that matters really, at least not right now. But there's a context window. There's a concept of a context window. So there's a point. The easiest way I can explain it without taking up too much time, there's a point of diminishing returns within each session. So like when I hit this new button up here in ChatGPT, well, nothing's happening because I already got a blank one. But when you hit that new button, you're starting a new session, and within that session there's a context window, what they call a context window, and it's, I'm just throwing out a number here. Every AI has different capabilities, but they publish it and they tell you. So the context window is basically the amount of every single character that I send it, and also all of the characters that it responds with. So when I send it something, all of these characters and the response start to build up in that context window. At a certain point, the AI is unable to handle all of the conversation, because each time that you're conversing with the AI, you're including everything that's already been talked about. So if the context window is, say, 200,000 characters, at some point they refer to them as tokens, and it's a rough translation. It's not 1-to-1, so it's not character equals a token, but you can read more about it on there. But it's close enough, and so that's what the context window is. So you have to remember that there's a point of diminishing returns when you're using the chat, because not only are you, how do I explain this? Think about like when you hit the limit, right? Let's say this is the limit. Let's say we're already at the limit with this. When I say something else, something else has to go in, as does the most recent response. And so what's it going to do? Well, if you add up all of these characters, it's going to go to the top of the chat, like the beginning of the context window, so wherever the conversation started. And if I need 50 characters to send this and get the response, right? So something else and the response, it's going to overwrite that or truncate that same amount of characters from the initial conversation. And so you start to lose the initial context. And that's when you really get into some weird, because it's interpreting the entire window each time that it gives you a response. So that's why not only does it get slower, the answers probably get shittier, because you're giving it garble up top. You're truncating things. It's no longer complete thoughts, but it's still having to account for that. That's why more often than not, it's better to just, after one or two questions to it, just start a new chat and just paste, from what you had. But that's why. I mean, you're going to get your best, generally speaking, you get your best mileage out of these tools if you're really trying to use it to help you figure something out, by giving it one well thought out kind of question. Give it as much detail as you can, and then it'll give you, one very specific answer. Then take that, iterate on it, condense it if you can, take it to a new session. That's the best way that you can do that if you're really trying to get to a technical result using just the capabilities of the AI. All right. Now then, all that being said, I just want to ask it, what does it mean to a type that is hashable? Okay, the hashable protocol inherits from the equatable protocol. Oh, of course. Meaning any hashable type must also provide an implementation of the equality operator to compare two instances for equality. Okay, so you have to be able to compare it. Let's write a hash function that can generate hash. The type must provide a hash function. The hash value is used by hashing algorithms. I mean, okay. Let's go. You will learn more about hashability in chapter 25, but the basic concept is that each key type must provide a mechanism to guarantee that its instances are unique. Swift's basic types such as string, int, float, double, and bool are all hashable. Is my food here yet? Oh, hot dog, it is. Hold on one sec. Oh shit, wait, I need a fork. All right, I don't want to eat in y'all's ears, so hold on one second. So the worst thing in the world, to me, is having sticky fingers. I hate it. So, trying to eliminate touching food with my hands. At least while I'm Still got a lot of keyboard stuff to do, but where the hell are we? Okay. Before you begin typing code, let's take a look at the different ways you can explicitly declare an instance of dictionary. Okay. Var dict1. So a variable called dict1. Type dictionary. Key value pair of string and integer. And then var dict2 is an array. Wait. Oh, that's saying the same thing. String int. Oh, right, because arrays, you can do the same with arrays, but you can't have, it's not holding two types. It's not a key value pair. Okay. But it looks very similar. All right. Both options yield the same result. An uninitialized dictionary whose keys are string instances. I thought we were going to have a lot of these, so I made it bigger. Instances, where is she? Both options yield the same result, an uninitialized dictionary whose keys are string instances and whose values are of type int. The second example uses the dictionary literal syntax. Yep. Square brackets with the colon. As with Swift's other data types, you can also declare and initialize a dictionary in one line. In that case, you can explicitly declare the types of the keys and values or take advantage of type inference. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, so it, okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd be mad at somebody if they just, if you just came in and just made a new file and then just started ripping off dictionaries and didn't. I mean, to me, this is nice. Why not? Why? Yeah, define it. Definitely define it. Why wouldn't you? Again, these two options yield the same result. A dictionary initialized with a single key value pair consisting of a string key, Big Nerd Ranch, and an int value, 30307. Yeah, just name your types at the top so you can reference them. You don't have to go look. Otherwise, you got to go look for the first instance of it. And see what the types are, and then that is janky. I don't know how else to put it. It is useful to take advantage of Swift's type inference capabilities. Type inference creates code that is more concise but just as expressive. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What? No, it doesn't. Hell nah. Nah, I mean, I disagree, but let's compare the two, because what is all that? So I mean, these both do the same thing, right? That's what they're saying. Makes sense, but at a glance, is this as expressive as this? No, because you can see it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could know by looking at this, but then you also just have to know more inherently. And so when you start to depend on people just kind of knowing more, you put more and more onus on and more stress factors on the quality of your people, the hiring process, make sure they know this, make sure you know that. But you could just enforce a slightly more verbose practice here and never have to worry about any type inference bullshit, because you have it defined up front. That's my take on it, but I might change my mind. I don't know. Now maybe for the indie dev, it's not a big deal, but me and my wife, so I guess not technically indie, but or not individual, but still, trust and believe. This is we're gonna write it like this. Yeah. I just don't like that. That's too willy-nilly. That's a little too willy-nilly. Again, these two options yield the same result: a dictionary initialized with a single key value pair consisting of a string key, big nerd ranch, and an int value. It is useful to take advantage of Swift's type inference capabilities. Type inference creates code that is more concise but just expressive. Oh, we read that. Accordingly, you will stick with type inference in this chapter. Okay, great. Time to create your own dictionary. Start a new macOS playground. Start you a new one, brother. Start a new one called Dictionary. A vision is scary. Visionary learning tag that I'll probably never search. And then we close that bad boy right there. Get lost. Command W. Why do you do this to me? I don't know why it doesn't just close the some of the Xcode hate is unwarranted, and other Xcode hate is absolutely valid. Okay, time to create your own dictionary. We read that. Declare a dictionary called movie ratings. What? Get the hell back over here. Give me that towels on. Okay. Visual mode, no. Double D to delete. I to go into insert mode. Var movie ratings equal Tron 4. War Games 5. Whatever the hiccups. And Sneakers 4. Okay. Command Shift Enter. And we get it. Good old Apple. Give me that. Grab the fuck. Okay, there we go. And for kicks, we'll open the console. Play what? And so if we print that, what do we get? Okay, so that's its literal representation. So not quite JSON. I mean, JSON, squiggle brackets, and the key and the value would be in quotes, but close enough. Cool. Okay, since dictionaries are not ordered, the sidebar result may show the key value pairs in a different order each time your code executes. You created a mutable dictionary to hold movie ratings using the dictionary literal syntax. Its keys are instances of string and represent individual movies. Tron, War Games, Sneakers, strings, yes. As an aside, just as you can create an array literal with no elements using brackets, you can create a dictionary with no keys or values using bracket colon bracket. Okay. As with arrays, actually, we'll forget that. Highlight that. By the way, I told you guys that before episode 20, and this still stands, I'm just letting you know again. Before episode 20, I'm going to edit these streamed videos, so there will be a condensed version with all the, hopefully most of, not all, most of the bullshit taken out, and it'll be on YouTube just as a playlist. And And if you follow me on X, I'll remind you of that, and I'll just put the link there. So now there's one more thing. Oh yeah. I will also post a link to a dashboard, or not it'll be like just a canvas basically, but it's going to have all of these highlighted notes that I've taken. I just want to curate them a bit, let us get a little further into the process, and then once it kind of builds up and gets too big for me to kind of hold it all here, I'm going to do a brain dump into that board, and I'll share it with you guys, and then we'll keep on, adding to it and using it. But yeah, for me, having a visual board of just having, different syntax examples and connecting them with arrows and stuff, that helps me a lot in terms of understanding how this stuff works, and I think it'll help y'all too. So we're going to do that, just FYI. All right, so as with arrays, this syntax omits anything the compiler could use to infer. As with arrays, this syntax omits anything the compiler could use to infer the key and value types, so that information would have to be declared explicitly. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. If it's empty, you'd have to give it a type. Right, that's what you're saying, yeah. We won't do that though. So we get it. So accessing and modifying values. Let me get rid of this because they didn't tell me to do that. Now that you have a mutable dictionary, how do you work with it? You will want to read from and modify the dictionary. You will want to read from and modify the dictionary. Begin by using count to get some useful information about your dictionary. Using count, listing 10.2. var movie ratings, can we get that? Exit visual mode, I to insert. Okay, there we go. All right, now we want to do movie ratings, and then we call the method, we hit dot notation, baby. Who doesn't love that? And then we call count. And then let Tron rating, so this is a new variable, a new constant variable. You know what? I got a quick question just for the Oracle here. When discussing let versus var in Swift, what terminology is appropriate? Is var called a variable and let or just a constant? I don't want to confuse people because I got a lot of JavaScript on the brain here. Okay, so it's just constant. Okay, just making sure. All right, so we create this constant, immutable, Tron rating, and that'll be equal to movie ratings. Okay, so now I'm accessing the dictionary. I see. Well, that's pretty easy. So that's kind of like the equivalent of just going into a table, right? So like in SQL, you would do like select. What would that be? We didn't give it a name. Well, I guess you'd have to know the database field name, but it would be like select movie rating from and this would be your table from movie ratings, where or no, you would probably have a field for the movie where movie is equal to Tron. So you can kind of see the correlation there. But obviously it's much more terse in Swift. So that's pretty neat. So I think, yeah, okay. I wonder how they, well, I guess they're about to tell us. So let's move on. All right, so the brackets in movie ratings Tron are the subscripting syntax you have seen before. The brackets in movie ratings Tron. Subscripting. Let's make sure it works. Yep. But because dictionaries are not ordered, you do not use an index to find a particular value. Instead, you access values from a dictionary by supplying the key associated with the value you would like to retrieve. Yeah, okay, so earlier when this first started, I said I'm not sure why I would use one over the other, but this is hugely helpful and makes it very obvious why I would use dictionaries. And really it wouldn't even be close, like, because anytime that you know the name of the thing because you created it, like you may not know necessarily what value is in the dictionary, but the terms for the dictionary certainly you would have. More than likely you're going to have firsthand knowledge about that. So anytime that you want to just go grab a value that you've defined, you would use a dictionary and you just call it by name instead of having to do all that index bullshit with arrays, especially when it comes to strings. So that's, yeah, okay. So yeah, the use case is very obvious now. Don't listen to old me. All right, so instead, or me from the past, not older me, because that'll be in the future, which in theory I'll know a lot more. So you should listen to old me. Okay, so instead you access values from a dictionary by supplying the key associated with the value you would like to retrieve. In the example above, you supply the key Tron. So Tron rating instance. Wait. So Tron rating is set to 4. Yeah. The value associated with that key. So yeah, so we say let Tron rating, which is just a new constant, equal movie rating Tron. It goes and finds Tron, and then it grabs the value associated with the key Tron. We get it. We understand that. Yeah, we understand that. So option click the Tron rating instance to get more information. Maybe it'll work today. It hasn't worked for the past 4 days. See if it works. Drum roll. Oh, what a surprise. I don't know. It just broke all of a sudden. But anyway, we know where to go now. So that's not the only way to get to it. So what do you want me to do? Option click. Tron rating. Dictionary.playground. Man, that's annoying. Why doesn't it fucking work? All right, developer docs. And you want me to look for what? Click on option click Tron rating to get more information. Oh, it just, oh, literally just that. I thought it wanted me to go to the docs. My bad. Trauma, past trauma. Tron rating, let Tron rating, and it's an integer type, an optional integer. Oh, right, because, yeah, it has to be. Because potentially whatever they tell it to go find in movie ratings might not be there, so then you'd get a nil, and that hence the optional. You got to handle it. Okay. We understand that. We understand that too, I believe, till we get to the bronze challenge. So Xcode tells you that it's me. Xcode tells you that it's type int or an optional int. But movie ratings has type string int. Why the discrepancy? When you subscript a dictionary instance for a given key, here. When you subscript a dictionary instance for a given key, the dictionary will return an optional matching the type of the dictionary's values, right? This is because, pardon me, man, let me get this coffee going, brother. I mean, so what I do like about, because I know I was talking a little head on Swift earlier, but I mean, not really, but there's just a lot in it, in the language. But this is cool because it just works how you would expect it to. So it's logical. That's all I'm really saying. Sounds silly to praise something for working like as one might expect, but it's not always the case. And sometimes that's user error. Sometimes it's shitty design. But in this case, I think that's good. I mean, you would expect that. So this is because the dictionary type needs a way to tell you that the value you asked for is not present. Yep. For example, you have not rated primer yet, so let primer rating equal movie ratings primer would result in primer rating having type int, optional int, and being set to nil because primer is not in movie ratings, ergo nil, right? So we get that, and a dictionary's keys are constants. Okay. Constants. So they cannot change after you define them. And they cannot be redefined nor mutated. If you never heard that term, mutated just means changed, modified. That's what that means. The informal contract a dictionary makes is something like, give me a value and a key to store it by, and I'll remember both. Yep. For the lifetime of that runtime session. Otherwise, you gotta save that bug to disk. Don't forget. Memory is not storage. Two different things. Give me a value and a key to store it by, and I'll remember both. Come back with the key later, and I'll look up its value for you. Yeah, so it's like a built-in Redis, a key value store. Yeah, because Redis and other, or also like I believe DuckDB is another one. But you know, these are databases that run in memory. Pretty cool. But that's why they're so fast. You know, because RAM, I mean, orders of magnitude faster than what you can do on disk. But yeah, that's cool. So that's what the use case would be. So, and that's going to be very useful, especially for data-oriented tasks and like snapshotting, recovery type tasks, failovers, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that should make it not a breeze, but at least you'll have the tools and the primitives you need to handle stuff like that without having to bring in some fucking framework or some big ass, you know, some big old tool all bloated. Maybe you got to pay for a seat, you know, all that bullshit. No, this just gives you the primitives to make the tools that you need for yourself. Pretty cool. So if a key were able to mutate, that could break the dictionary's ability to find its related value later. Indeed. But values can be mutated. Oh, right. Yeah. Values can be mutated, not keys. So the 4, the 5, the 4, these could change. Yeah. Movie rating. How do we do it? Movie rating, not moody rating. Don't rate moody. That's how you get. That's how you get blacklisted. Okay, capital A, insert at the end of the line, and go into insert mode. And I want to get rid of this. Actually, I want to reuse that because I got to do. Okay, so this piece of syntax right now on line 5. This because I struggled with this yesterday, and I would just generally speaking, my OCD, I need to understand what for each like piece of syntax that triggers some kind of behavior. I need to know what that is. Like, what do I call that thing? And so this, and I already forgot. It just told us on the last page. I want to make sure what did they call it? Reading from subscripting. Okay, that's what that is. Yep. The brackets and are these subscriptions because dictionary order you do not use the index. Yeah, and again we get back to that. So this is that's what that action would be, subscripting, or that's what. Yeah. You get it. That's what we can call that. Movie ratings and sneakers. Movie rating sneakers equal 5. Wait, what is happening? Oh, I got my line up too high. Like, that doesn't look like what they have. Okay. And then just movie ratings. Command Shift Enter. Voila. It is now 5. Okay, so this movie ratings, Tron, sneakers. So it was 4. We do the subscripting. We can change the value, not the key. So we query with the key, go find sneakers, and then change the value associated to 5. Hot dog. Okay. Oh, there we go. Sneakers 5. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, the value associated with the key sneakers is now 5. Now who? It's funny. I'll be right back. Oh shit, I didn't mean to. What am I trying to do? Okay, be right back. Cause I got peas, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, maw, peas, greens, potatoes, tomato. No, I'm playing. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I ran into some extenuating circumstances, and I had to handle that. Okay, but now the horror is over, and I am back, and we're gonna get back to it right after I sip this hot ass coffee. Oh, it's perfect. All right, great. They're great. All right, where were we? Okay, make that small. Make it small. Make it tall. Make it all. Have a ball. I don't know, y'all. See you at whatever. Not my best. Still trying to find where I laid my progress to rest. Where is it? This is a test. I acknowledge I am not the best. Where the fuck? There, okay. I told y'all my dyslexia is not the most awesome thing, but we get by. Okay, so as you can see, the value associated with the key sneakers is now 5. Yes, we did that. There is another useful way to update values associated with a dictionary's keys. The update value wildcard : 4-key : method. It takes 2 arguments. The first value takes the new value. The second 4-key specifies who. Oh wow, well that's, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, I like that a lot. That is getting very close to SQL's level of, yeah. Cool. There is one small caveat. Update value 4-key returns an optional, because the key may not exist in the dictionary. But that actually makes this method more useful. It does, because you're always gonna have to handle nil either way, because it gives you a handle on the last value to which the key mapped, using optional binding. Let's see this in action. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let old rating which is a type of optional int, equal movie ratings dot update value. Oh, it shows. Oh, that's cool. That finally makes sense to me. Like, what the hell is all this? Okay, so it shows you value 4-key. I wonder why. Let's just ask real quick. I just want to understand what update value. Well, no, okay, never mind. I know what it's saying. It doesn't matter. That's explained well enough. Okay, so it takes 2 arguments. First value takes a new value. Second 4-key. Yeah. Small caveat. It returns an optional. Yep. Oh, we did all that. Update value, and then okay. So now we are giving it 5, which is the value that we want to update with, or that's what we want the new value to be. And then 4-key to tell it which key to update as 5, which is Tron. Oh. But can you can't just print. Tron rating. Let old rating, movie rating. Optional int, movie rating, update value. Wait, so what is in here and what is in here? Oh, we got optional back because we have to unwrap it. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Oh, we weren't done. It was cut off. Okay. Hold on. So movie rating, 4-key Tron, and then we're here now. Oh, this is the unwrap. Okay, we saw this. Yeah. Good, because I was gonna go fishing for it again. Last rating equal old rating. Oh, if let. So if last rating equal old rating, let current rating equal movie ratings and so if we're saying if that evaluates to true, because it's an if statement, so we know that whenever we see a code block within the confines of an if statement, then generally speaking you can assume it will execute if it evaluates to true. And so we say print old rating escape character, and then using string interpolation syntax we print out last rating, and print current rating, string interpolation current rating. Command Shift Enter. Okay, talk to me. What do we do here, big nerd? Now that you've seen how to... Wait, it didn't really explain it, so let's just read it again. So we create a dictionary. And then this syntax, let Tron rating equal, so that's subscripting. So that's how we can query the dictionary using the key. We get back the rating. And then there's another example. So movie ratings, sneakers, we're doing the same thing. But here we're doing let old rating, and we're creating this with the type of, it's an optional integer type. So let old rating equal movie ratings dot update value Why is that? Why would that be the old rating, but you're updating it and that's the old rating? We won't get stuck on, I'm trying to make sense of what I'm looking at. That doesn't really make sense to me. But, okay, so then we say, using the conditional if statement, we create this, what they call a temporary constant. So if let last rating equal old rating. So if the last rating is equal to the old rating, but the old rating is what we just updated it to, which makes the fucking new rating. What do you mean? If let last rating equal old rating, let current rating equal the query of movie ratings for Tron, which would be 5 because we updated it first here. How did it know? Yeah, clearly I'm not reading this right because it's... These answers look correct. I mean, that is the old rating. That is the old rating of Tron, so 4. And then we change it to 5. So it was first 4, now 5, so that would denote that's the old one. But I guess I don't get the concept. What is... How does this evaluate to... It's just kind of throwing me off. But good thing we have the best explainer in the world. I don't know. Below is some Swift code. Can you explain... Can you explain what is happening step by step? Okay, we're good here. Yep, create the dictionary. Then we use subscripting to access the value here. Step 3, we get that. Updating the value. Okay, yeah, sure. Really more concerned about Tron. So on 5, updating value with update value. So let old rating... Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted. The update value method updates the value for the key Tron to 5. This method returns the old value of the key before it was updated. Oh, but the update value method updates the value for the key. This method returns the old value of the key before it was updated. In this case, old rating. We'll capture... Okay, so that's why... I mean, we just... I mean, how much you want to bet it's explained on the next page, but still, I would like it if the behavior of something is explained, but we're not going to be too picky. It's still a fantastic book. I'm just saying. That's just kind of how my brain works. I don't like the whole, like, let me show you everything that it does first. Like, show me the implementation and then explain it. I would prefer the concepts and the machinations up front, but okay, so let's just go. Because usually they do. So now that you've seen how to update a value, let's look at how you can add or remove key value pairs. Here you add a new, removing this method. Value, the key was, the key is found. I guess they kind of tell you down here, but yeah, I mean, okay, so that's why, I mean, you just have to know that this method, or sorry, this method is going to return the old value. Hence why you can say let the old rating equal the method that's going to update the value. That's really strange. Yeah, I don't like that at all, but that's okay. But I will save. That's definitely where is my Alt B? Didn't work. It must not be open. Yeah. Alt N. Swift. Oh, I didn't mean to. How can you not love Bear? God damn, so good. Okay, Swift, and this is dictionaries. Dictionaries and updating. That's probably good enough. All right, so well, actually, okay, there's one more thing I do want to understand about. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the answer is, read the docs. That's always the answer. But I would like for it to confirm, so I'm just going to ask it. How would I know that this particular method is going to return the old value? That seems like something I would not have assumed about an update, about a method called update value. Yeah, read the docs. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Otherwise, I mean, I don't want to complain too much, because otherwise, if you want it to be explicit, that would mean more syntax, so then I would bitch about, why the fuck do I gotta tell it, so it just is, right? Until you want to do it yourself, like go write your own link, you kind of just gotta, it becomes it very quickly becomes, you get in a state of diminishing returns if you complain too much. So I don't want to do that, and that's not what we're here, baby. We're here to bit some shit. So it's defined by the documentation. Okay, fine. So we got that. Movie record. Okay, now we're here. Okay, begin by adding a value. 10.6 underneath the current ratings. You want me to do movie ratings? My coffee's getting warm. Straight black. That's how a man drink it. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Okay, so movie. Wait, where am I at? If let last. Oh no, I'm in the right spot. Okay, ratings. Side bracket hackers. Okay, so this is an example of the subscripting again, and we're saying go update the hackers rating to 5, except there is no hackers in our dictionary. Here you add a new key value pair to your dictionary using the syntax Okay, so you're telling me that adding a value and updating a value look the same? Same thing? Yeah, modifying a value, adding value. Okay, then let's just confirm real quick. Is it correct that adding a value and modifying a value use the same syntax, i.e. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. I'll have to write that down for sure. I mean, I was bound to find some things I didn't like. That I really don't like, and I think that's warranted a complaint. It's not a big deal, but I mean, it'd be cool if there was just, I don't know, a specific method for it or something, but whatever. Because you might think maybe it wouldn't matter, but you just would know. You would have no way of knowing other than just knowing the data. Like you wouldn't know just looking at the code necessarily. Whether you're adding or updating is my thing. That's it. So, but you can probably, I bet you could, maybe that's what the guard let is for, but if you wanted to, for whatever reason, have guardrails around that, maybe you can. IE thing. Okay. Whoa. Here you add a new key value pair to your dictionary using the syntax writing number 5. Use the assignment operator to associate a value, in this case 5, with the new key hackers. Yep. Next, remove the entry for sneakers. Okay, so now we're removing one. Movie ratings dot method call remove value for key. I hate the camel case thing. That's one thing I hate, honestly. Can it all just be lowercase? Is it really? I don't know. To me, it's an eyesore. It does not make it easier to read. That's just my opinion. But remove value for key sneakers. Now that one's pretty straightforward, and I like that because you know exactly what's cracking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But the remove value for key takes key as an argument and removes the key value. Now movie ratings has no entry for sneakers. Is that true? Oh, you better believe it, brother. Only got hackers, Tron, and war games. Okay. Okay. Additionally, this method returns the value. Where? Additionally, this method returns the value the key was associated with. If the key is found and removed successfully in the example above, you could have typed let removed rating equal because remove value returns an optional. Okay. Additionally, this method returns the value the key was associated with if the key is found and removed successfully. In the example above, you could have typed let removed rating of type optional integer equal movie ratings dot remove value. Because remove value returns an optional of the type that was removed, remove rating would be an optional int, placing the old value in a variable or constant. Yeah, so that's exactly what they did here. That's what they're saying. So again, you just got to know that. You just got to know that about Swift and dictionaries. You got to learn it. Not everything's going to make sense. Come on, guys. Come on. Okay, however, you do not have to assign the method's return value to anything. That's what's strange, is that it's doing all that and all you're saying is just remove it, but you really can do all that. However, you do not have to assign the method's return value to anything. If the key is found in the dictionary, then the key value pair is removed, whether or not you assign the old value to a variable. You can also remove a key value pair by setting a key's value to nil. Why? Why even? Why? I guess if you, I'm thinking maybe if you wanted to give the user, like in the interface, like what's a good example? Like editing programs are a good example, I suppose. Like multiple windows where the user may or may not have a setting. Like if they want to make the dimension smaller for the interface or something like that, or they want to change the layout. And to them, maybe they're just hitting like a clear button or a reset. You know how you can reset layouts, like, set it back to defaults. Maybe that's a reason where you could just accept nil and it would just remove values that drive interface settings from a dictionary. I could see, I can see. Okay, yeah, just answer my own question. All right. The result is essentially the same, but this strategy does not return the removed key's value. But either way, I'm going to want to highlight that because... Wow. Okay. Immutable dictionaries. Here we go. Creating an immutable dictionary works much the same as creating an immutable array. You use the let keyword to tell the Swift compiler that you do not want your instance of dictionary to change. Convert movie ratings. Why do I have hiccups? Into an immutable dictionary by changing var to let in its declaration. The playground should now show an error on each line where a change has been made to the dictionary. Yes. regardless of the, excuse me, an immutable dictionary cannot be modified in any way. Go ahead and change the declaration back to var to make the errors go away. Okay. var. And next, making the dictionary, yeah. Translating a dictionary to an array. Ooh, okay. Down, capital G, go to the bottom, I'd insert. Sometimes it is helpful to pull information out of a dictionary and put it into an array. Suppose, for example, that you want to list all the movies that have been rated without their ratings. Okay. In this case, it makes sense to create an instance of the array type. In this case, it makes sense to create an instance of the array type with the keys from your dictionary. In this case, it makes sense to create an instance of the array type with the keys from your dictionary. Okay. And that would be a slice and go. Each over here, sending keys to an array. So I just slap it onto the bottom, I suppose, for movie and movie ratings dot keys. Dot keys. Ooh, I like that. Print. User has rated escape character. String interpolate our iterator, which is movie dot, and then let watched movies equal array movie rating. Okay. Cool. User has rated Tron. Okay. You can use the array syntax to create a new string or array of strings. Instance is what that is. Hence the square brackets. So this is not the first time you have initialized a new instance of a type with a value of another type. This is not the first time that you have initialized a new instance of a type with the value of it. No, it is not. You're right. We did that in 2 days ago. I don't know what it was. Optionals maybe. But for now it is enough. Wait, and do something. You will learn how this works under the hood in chapter 17. But for now, it is enough to recognize that some types can be initialized by passing arguments into this parenthetical syntax. Okay, yeah, that's why I was staring at it in silence for a little bit to kind of suck that in, absorb that. It did look a little off to me, but that's cool. So I guess seemingly any valid expression, in this case, movie ratings.keys, you could throw that in there, since an array can hold, or Swift arrays can hold any type. That's cool. I like that. But for now, I don't know. Okay. In this case, inside the parentheses, you pass the dictionary's keys. The result is that watched movies is a constant. Oh, weird. What is going on? the result is a constant instance of the array type representing all movies a user has in the movie ratings dictionary. Okay, that makes sense to me. Silver challenge. Oh, no bronze challenge. Silver now. It is not uncommon to place instances of the array type inside a dictionary. It is not uncommon. Not uncommon. So it is common to place instances of the array type inside a dictionary. Inside a dictionary? Create a dictionary that represents a league of sports teams. Var sports teams equals Lakers. We'll make the Lakers. Let's see, how many teams are in the playoffs? How many teams make the playoffs? 8 teams make the playoffs. 8 and 8, right? 16 teams. So they'll be number 16 because they suck. And then we'll do who else is in the play? The Mavericks, hometown baby. And I don't know how are they? I think they lost the other day. Lost to the Clippers. They play tonight, I think, or maybe they played last night. Number 4. You know, and then we'll do. We'll do the Knicks. We'll say they're number 9. Okay. Each dictionary key will be the name of an individual team. 3 teams is enough. And each value will be an array of the names. Each value will be an array of the names of 5 players. Oh, on that team. Be an array of 5. Okay. Wait, how do I? Is that valid? Can I do that? I can't do that. Var Laker players equals Ron AD. Why can't I can't, what, brother? I did. I put a comment in it. What are you talking about? Oh, wait, not that. I just need to know if I can even do that part. So, give me this. How did we put it in? Sports teams. Wait, in the dictionary. Mover ratings. Or would it? No, wait. It would be. Can I do that? Why can't I? Can't do that? What is this saying? What? Insert unterminated string literal. Where? Our sports teams, Lakers. Run. Oh, wait, what did it do here? Isn't that one value though? Yeah, one string element. That's not LeBron AD. Oh, well now it's not screaming at me. So is that okay? So that works. I don't know why. Okay, Xcode. Just blame it on Xcode. Okay. Who else is out there? D-Lo. He be out there. Reeves is out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then who's the other kid? Ron, AD, D-Lo, Austin Rivers, and Rui. I know he's on the. He's out there, right? He's out there. I hear that name. I don't know if that's how you spell it. It probably is not. But that's your name today, brother. Okay, so all right, so that's okay. So that's fine. All right, then. This seems weird, but okay. So you wanted me to create 3 of them, so just 3 teams. So, okay, God dang it, I can't name 5 on the Mavs. This is great testing my basketball knowledge. Okay, is Miami in the playoffs? Doesn't matter. I think no, I can't even name 5 over there. God dang, who's someone? Shucks. Luka, Kyrie. No. The Suns, maybe? Whatever, we're gonna make shit up. What's on my lip? Coffee. var Suns players. We'll get it close enough. So KD, KD, Beal. Who's the other? Booker. Let's do all time. So Barkley, he's played for the Suns. and Nash. Yep, this is retro. Okay. And then we need one more. Then we'll do OKC players. It's easy if I don't have to do current. Right? That's easy. So OKC players, yeah. Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka, Serge Ibaka, and Cephalosha. He was on the team for a hot minute. And Chris Paul. Oh, Chris Paul's on the... No, he got traded. No, he's on Suns, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is, but we're gonna leave it like that. Okay, so now, and then you wanted me to create a dictionary represent leagues. Each value will be an array of the names of the 5 players on that team. All right. So that, and then, do we have to put a space here? Maybe we don't. Lakers. Mavs, or sorry, Suns. Suns players, and then OKC. OKC players. Okay, so that's cool. We're cool. So can I print that? Cool. So it did, and we got all of our names. Okay. And nesting data structures like this allows you to organize hierarchical data within a single object. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice and straightforward. In the console, log only the dictionary's player names. In the console, log only the dictionary's player names. Your result should look something like the output below. We have formatted the array so that the names fit on the page. Your array of names may appear in a single long line. Okay. So log only. So we're already printing, so we got that. But print sports teams. Should look something like only the players' names. Okay. Dot keys. All right. That's what we just saw that. Pie. Oh no, that's not what I want. Okay. Well. Dot values. That's what it is. Hell yeah, brother. Now I want, well, wait. Do it the right way. The NWSL has the following players. Space escape. Sports teams values. There we are. Hot dog. We have achieved silver status. Ready for the gold. Ready for the gold. Ready for the gold. Tell me when to go. 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 Dum 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 dum. Who sings that song? Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me. Oh, that's E. It's an E40th song, I think. E40th. E40. Go challenge. Combine your knowledge of dictionaries with some of the previous lessons in the book. I'll put the members of each team with formatting that looks like this. Now, brother, how am I supposed to do that? Actually, I think I remember. No, I don't. There should be an additional new line between teams For added difficulty, make your solution work using only one print statement. Writing extremely concise code in this way often harms your ability to read the code later, but it can be fun and satisfying to flex your understanding in a playground environment like this. Some hints. Search the documentation for how to represent special characters in string literals. For example, how do you add a tab or new line in a string? Escape character T, escape character B, duh. Or N for new line. Also, look at the documentation for the print function. There are different ways you can call the function to control its output. Lastly, look at the documentation for the array type. What are the different ways you can make a single string from an array's elements? String interpolation, right? Okay, so you... So for members in sports teams, dot values print but I have to look in the array. I need the team name. I wonder if you can do this. I'm gonna try this first, but if you can do sports team. Oh yeah, wait, that I don't know if you can do that, but this should work, yeah? I mean, this was the subscripting. Okay, so we could do... Oh wait, what is my... Hold on. Let me get up here with my team names. Fuck off, Tron. Okay, let's see. Sports teams. Yeah, and then I need... Lakers. So print sports teams. Oh, but that No, this would give me the players, not the team name. Oh, but I can't do that anyway. Oh, right. Okay, I can't do that. But can I do... values? Key? No. Wait, I do want to print the key. That's what I want. But that's still an optional, so I can't do that. Okay, fine. We'll go look at the docs. And let's find print. No, just... func print dot... Where is the... Is that not a Swift function? Don't tell me it's up in here. WebKit. What the fuck? I mean, where is... Pardon my French. Just regular ass print, dude. Is that... Can we do that? Is that technically not... We'll just start looking at all of them because... Oh, whoops. Under Swift. Under Swift, print menu. I mean, it ain't that one, but none of these are... Or log. I wonder if that's, maybe it's an alias for log. Type method. Tool, what? That's ridiculous, brother. Why can't I find... No, just fucking print. Print. Func print. To print the item separated by something other than a space. Other than a space. pass a string as separator. That's cool. Where was it? Static var log ut type. That's what, man, come on, bro. How? Yeah, I would have never. Where is that at even? What type properties? Okay, so I guess I need a cheat sheet or something that shows like the. I would have never have guessed that. I could have guessed print was a function. I actually kind of already knew that. I would not have guessed that I would find it under type properties under a different name that's not even called print. But when you click on it, right at the top, it's called print. What do I know? Writes the textual representations of given items into the standard output. Yeah. All right. Well, this is at least handy, so I'm glad I saw that, but I'm not certain just yet. So, okay, how am I supposed to find... Can I find... other stuff related to that? So, like, static... Man, I don't like this search at all. Sucks ass. Alright, well. Static var log doesn't pull anything either. But that's... And we want it with a colon. I just need, how do I print the motherfucking key of, let's just go look at dictionaries. Let's just start there. Okay, not array, but dictionary. And comparing dictionaries. Describe, reference, supporting. Yeah, keys. Key, but okay, so now if I go I mean, what, like from a, I just wonder what, from a developer standpoint, what's the value of, I don't know, such a desolate page? I mean, what, I'm sure it's more experienced devs that tells you a lot, but I don't know. Discussion, a single line, brother. Key indices. Where's all the shit that tells you like, hey, this is how you can use it? Okay, here we go. At least there's some text on the damn page. Dictionary values. A view of dictionary values available when key conforms to hashable. Dictionary index. So I guess implementations is where I want to live. And for values. So for the keys, okay, so how do I, what if I just want to print? That doesn't help me. Dictionary keys. Oh, what is this? Static func. I don't know what that means. RHS, LHS. Is empty, start index, form index, valid collection, the index value immediately after I. No. Var hash value. No, none of that seems like, oh, that doesn't help me. In S dictionary, an object representing a static collection of key value pairs. For use instead of dictionary constant in cases that require reference semantics. Well, these are at least stuff is happening. What can this do? Initialize a newly allocated dictionary with the specified number of key value pairs constructed from the provided C array. C arrays? No. Oh, no. Creating. We don't need creating. We need accessing, I guess, would be the next logical. All keys, what is this? Returns a new array containing the keys. I don't necessarily need a new array. That's a method. So, okay, so could we do... Wait, is it that? Could it be that simple? Print? Let's just try that. Just by itself for once, or for starters, yeah. So print sports teams dot keys. Does this still work? Lakers. Can't do that. Public subscript. Candidate expects value of type. Oh boy, buddy. For parameter number 1, got string. What? Expects value of type. How in the world? I just want to print that. Can't do that. Okay, no, that doesn't work. But that would be, those would be the keys, right? Because if I do this, it will print them. But wait, let me get rid of, not get rid of, but there. Okay. We'll get rid of this too. That's in the way. Okay, for members and sport teams print. So that works. Okay, so we can get the keys. Now how? Maybe I, okay, so maybe I can do 4. Remove value, update value for each. Range of composed character sequences, property list from strings, file format. Wow. Can't be for each. I guess it'd have to be, there was one. Dictionary. Oh, no, that's not what I want. What the I don't want to ask the goddamn Oracle. Okay, so but surely there's a way to, if keys is, can you add more? You can. Keys. Yeah, brother. first. I could do first. I could do, I guess I don't know the order, so that wouldn't be good. So I could do contains. Returns a Boolean. Oh no, I don't want that. I want it seems like lack. Son of a gun, can't do that. Cannot convert value of type string to expected argument type string dot element throws bool. Okay, so that's not what I want either. Dots. Son of a bitch. All right. I wanted it to come to me. It's not. The code ain't coding. It's not, for some reason, it's not writing itself like it normally does. Fucking fine. I don't know. I mean, the reality is, if I was writing the app itself, I would have gone to the Oracle, honestly. And this is the gold chat. You know what? I'm going to say all kinds of stuff just to make myself feel better. But at the end of the day, I just, I need that answer. I need to know. Because a lot of it, in this case, what we're really talking about is how familiar are you with the API? Because this is all stuff that's provided by the language itself and method calls. So yeah, I'm just trying to make myself feel better. But we are gonna do it again. Okay, so using this Swift code, which I will give it, how can I achieve this text result? How can I achieve this same formatted result? Using a single with the single loop. I think that's what it wanted us to get across. And then we'll just give it our, well, not that, we don't need to give that. Just these. gonna be mad when I see this. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could have 2 iterators. Or multiple, I should say. Cool. Okay. Well, then let's test it out. Motherfucker. Team and players. And then it's just simple string interpolation. We already had the in for new line. Come on, brother. God dang. So, okay. So, and we nested 2 loops. So... Wait, what? In sports teams. Oh, so you can express it either way. Man, bro. Okay, so that was our missing hint. Again, I feel confident I would not have gotten there. I was looking for answers in print. All I really needed to know was that I could have multiple iterators in my for loop. And when we do it that way, for team players in sports teams, print team. Oh, I see, but it's not okay. There is no key team. This is just the iterator, but so it's just going in order. So we tell it print new line team, which is why it's not necessarily in order, because it's got OKC first. So just going through the whole list in no particular sequence, because it's not an array, it's a dictionary. So print team, whichever team it grabs first from that. In this case, OKC. So string interpolate, and then just that's a string, so members. And I guess because we're saying new line, team name, members, nothing at all. Like, I guess since this is its own, oh, that's right. So the print, oh yeah, okay, we can see it right here. Yeah, so the print on the right hand side sidebar, we can see implicitly it'll always end with a new line, so character return, whatever you want to call it. But that's why we don't have to explicitly say like so to get that. So that's already there, and then we have a nested loop again for player and players. Sports teams for player and players. Wait, for player and players, yeah. Print. And then here's our tab, string interpolation player, which in players, which it knows it corresponds to the value of the dictionary, or values, I should say, values of the dictionary. And so also print in that order. So it would print the first team first. So in this case, it grabbed OKC first, prints members, returns the line. Our second loop, because we're still within scope, tells it to print a tab. So that's our indentation down here. And then since it grabbed OKC first, it's going to print the OKC players, Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka, Cephalus, Paul. And then does the same for the other entries in the dictionary. Okay. Well, you know, guys, the mark of a good dev is can you utilize tools to get the job done? And I think we have done an exemplary job of this, if I do say so myself. So we will fret not that we could not, under our own brain power, come up with this solution for the gold challenge, and we will acknowledge that instead we opted for human ingenuity by virtue of using tools at our disposal, which, by the way, I would assume most situations out there that's going to be the right thing to do. It's going to be the right thing to do. The important thing is that we continue to challenge ourselves and just try. We try. If we fail, that's okay, because we keep going. If we try, we fail, and we stop, that's true failure. Permanent failure. Okay? And that's not what we do here. But I am going to end the stream for now. Thank you guys for watching. This concludes episode 10 of the Big Nerd Style Swift and SwiftUI Learn Along with your hosts, Nicolas, aka Nico, aka Rome, aka Taurone, aka Indog. I'm a man of many names, Slim Chicken. I'm also known as Slim Chicken in some circles. Don't ask. But we'll be back tomorrow. Episode 11. Pick it up right here, page 210. Well, 211. 211 with sets. Starting out with sets. Dipset. No, I'm kidding. But also be reminded that I also do a gaming stream. So if you like shooters, or if you just like looking at me, or if you just like anything, if you like anything, you should sub, you should like, and don't forget to donate to my Kickstarter and my Patreon and my PayPal, my Cash App, Venmo, cashier's check, money order. It's fine. Anything really. So yeah, send me all you got. And then also we'll be on tonight for the Halo stream. Make sure you watch. Okay. And we will be back tomorrow to learn more Swift and get this thing going. Thank you guys.